here are Jacques and Raymond, the fabulous Rougeau brothers.
Rougeau's from
their opponents at a total
Montreal area
weight of 400,
waving their American flags. Boy, they really want to be American, don't they?
And jumping Jim Brunzell, the Killer Bees.
This should be a great matchup here, McMahon. Should be a lot of scientific wrestling, very quick. Both two accomplished tag teams. Look at the Rougeaus shaking hands. They're pretty gracious, aren't they?
Gracious? I don't know. I think they're more preoccupied with the fans, at least in the United States, more preoccupied with the fans not confusing the Rougeau brothers with Dino Bravo. They try to put a lot of distance.
I mean, how stupid can they get? Who could confuse them? Dino Bravo is built like a huge, muscular man, and these guys ain't, you know, they're 50 pounds lighter than Bravo. How are you going to confuse them?
Both of them are about 235 pounds, Jeff.
Yeah, Bravo's about 270, 280.
Well, I mean, the confusion comes in, at least as far as the Rougeaus state. Rougeaus claim that there's about, anywhere from 15, 20, maybe even as much as 30% of some of the fans booing the Rougeau brothers when they're introduced. And the Rougeau brothers think that those fans are booing them simply because they're confusing them with Dino Bravo. I mean, both, you know, French-Canadian kind of a thing. I don't agree with that necessarily, but that's what the Rougeau brothers think. B. Brian Blair in there right now against, Jacques was tagged in. That was a nice maneuver there on the part of Jacques Rougeau.
Well, like I said, you're going to see there's a great fireman's carry by B. Brian Blair.
Four very accomplished wrestlers here.
Definitely.
Very accomplished. Missing a drop toe hold there. And how about that maneuver by Blair?
Blair came right back and got the drop toe hold immediately to the arm.
Tag out now. Here comes jumping Jim Brunzell. And Raymond into the rope. We'll see a clean break, no doubt. It's nice to see a scientific match like this from time to time. Reversal off the rope.
Ooh, what a maneuver by Raymond Rougeau.
Yeah, how about that? And a handshake. Well, almost a handshake. Whoa, takedown by Blair. No, that was Brunzell. Now Brunzell wants to...
Hey, now what's the purpose of this out of the Killer Bees for, huh? Rougeau, I mean, the man obviously doesn't understand everything about being an American, you know, all the little intricacies about it. And he's trying to learn, and they're making fun of him.
Well, all right.
Typical American, though, isn't it, McMahon? Get a foreigner, rub their nose in the dirt until they understand the ropes, right?
I don't know if I concur with that or not. Tag is made now. And look at this maneuver. Ooh, from behind.
And that was totally legal. A tag had been made.
No, that was legal. I agree with you there. We had an occasion to speak with the Rougeau brothers.
Hi, I'm Raymond. I'm Raymond. Okay, I'm Jacques. And we're the fabulous Rougeau brothers. You know, we're not just the Rougeau brothers. We are the fabulous Rougeau brothers. And we're going to dedicate this victory to all you fans out there on this great Memorial Day weekend. Right.
I think they have it confused, Jess. This is obviously Independence Day weekend, July 4th, not Memorial Day.
Well, you know, they're not really spiritually in thought of that much different, McMahon.
I must say, I
don't take offense to it. I'm a veteran. You're not. So if I don't take offense to it, why should you?
Well, okay, but I do take a little bit of offense to it. I mean, no big deal. But if you're going to come out and wave American flags, as they do all the time, you know, wanting to be American, and I think maybe at least they should know a little bit about our history.
Well, but they haven't taken their test yet, you know, for citizenship. I'm sure by the time it comes time for them to take the test, they'll understand all that and pass it.
All right, good point. I apologize.
Oh, good.
Wow, what a maneuver by Raymond.
And you should apologize, and I'll say it again. I'm the veteran around here, McMahon. So if I don't take offense to it, you certainly have no right to.
Tag was made for Jacques to come back in as B. Brian Blair being set up.
Blair was smart enough right there. He saw it coming and hooked the ropes, and both the Rougeaus took a sail on that one. Brian's got to get over and tag Jumpin' Jim, though.
Likewise, for the Rougeau brothers is, yes, tagged in now as jumping Jim Brunzell, and as well as...
Oh, look at that cheap shot by Brunzell.
Any cheap shot.
Kick to the abdominal with the point of the boot. Illegal.
That wasn't with the point of the boot. In control right now. Oh, my! You remember earlier on, it was Jocko delivering forearms to the back of, I believe, Blair. Well, now Brunzell is turning it right around. Sleeper hold could be over. Oh, no.
Whoa, look at that. Hey, it's not whether you win or it's not how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose, McMahon.
I'm surprised at that. Uh-oh, look at that. Oh, four members here in this tag team roughing it up a bit.
You know, that's what I like about it. You know, here you got these guys, they're all happy-go-lucky and supposed to wrestle within the rules. And then you see in the heat of the action, both teams starting to bend the rules a little at first, and now actually flagrantly breaking rules.
Well, the referee did not see that, and Blair coming in. That would have been a sure pin there. Not that it should have been, because on the outside, it was Raymond who tripped up. Brunzell, look at that maneuver. The leg is hooked this time. They make... How about that? The Rougeau brothers with a victory.
Here are your winners, the fabulous Rougeau brothers.
The fabulous Rougeau brothers, and you can hear the fans here booing, and they're not booing because of Dino Bravo at all. They're booing because of the tactics. So you believe the Rougeau brothers want to shake hands after that?
Wait a minute, McMahon. Both teams in the heat of battle started breaking rules. You're telling me that Brian Blair didn't run in and make a save?
I'm telling you the Rougeau brothers started.
Oh, started it. I'll tell you what. You're just holding it grudge because these guys innocently made a mistake on an American holiday. Well, what do you expect if they're a foreigner? They can't know everything about this country.
All right, and we shall return with more World Wrestling Federation action as we continue in just a few moments.